So as one of your friend has answered, I was asking you the question, what is the 2% of 100? So that is nothing but 2. And what is the 5% of 100? That is nothing but 5, right? So 100 के लिए बहुत easy है calculate करना 2% and 5%. So I am asking about 100 is at the max हमारा value क्या होगा? Unity है. So what is the 2% of this percentage in terms of percentage? Okay, you should go for once 2%, out of 1 5%. Okay, something like that. So this concept I'm using it now. Now we are going to derive the settling time, that is TS. It is the time required for the response to reach and stay within a specified tolerance band, that is either 2% or 5%. And we know that the output, that is time response, C of t is equal to 1 minus this exponential term divided by root of 1 minus zeta square into sine of WDT plus theta. So this is the equation. If I take, let me ignore these two things, this sine term and remaining all terms. Okay, I'll tell you why I'm ignoring. While proving the time response equation, I had drawn one curve. Hope you remember this curve. Okay, so you can see ये जो exponential term है, I have drawn it here, either this 1 plus or 1 minus. ये जो है error part है, so that error कम होते what will happen? आपका जो output है, it will try to attain a steady state. Okay, now coming back to the analysis, finding the settling time. From that curve, hope you understood that. Now taking this sine term, sine का maximum value क्या हो सकता है? Either -1 or +1. You know, sine का value आप zeros to different angles, 0 to pi, 2 pi, जो भी angle लोगे, आपका range of time you get it as either, the range of values for sine theta, that you get it as either -1 or +1. So for sine theta, at the max, minus to +1 we may get. For that, if I take either -1 or +1, if I take this -1, you will get 1 plus exponential term. Okay, just now I have shown you. If this is your response, ये जो curve है, imaginary line, this is your 1 plus the exponential term. And if I take the sine as the sine, total angle as 1, ये जो term रहेगा, it will become 1 minus of this exponential. Okay, that's why I will neglect the remaining things. I will consider only this exponential term. Okay, in order to find the settling time, because this is important for us. Okay, so considering that, as the band, tolerance band is either 2% or 5%, so I have to calculate this for both. So first time I will consider settling time for 2%. So 2% means I have taken it as a 0.02, because at the max we will get the final value as 1 for your response. We have seen it in the figure. 2% idhar udhar. If this is your horizontal 1 value, above and below, this is your tolerance band. So 2% या तो ज्यादा हो सकता है, 2% या तो कम हो सकता है. So 2% कम होना मतलब how much is the value? 0.98. Okay, आपका आउटपुट इस रेंज में वेरी हो सकता है, which is acceptable. After that, after some time, it will attain a steady state 1. So 2% variation means either above, that is 1.02, or below 1.98. So let me take 0.98. I am doing this for 0.98. You can go for the 1.02 as well. However, it would be better if I take the lower value. So I am analyzing this for the 0.98. So what will happen? I am considering this term is equal to 0.2% because this is C of t. The value is 1 and sorry, just a second. That analysis I'll tell you. Now you directly take this 0.02 because you're taking it 1 minus of this as 0.98. As just now I told you, 0.98 variation ho sakta hai. So 1 minus 0.98, which is nothing but 0.02. So let me take this directly and then afterwards I'll show you what is this, how we got this 0.02. Okay. So exponential divided by root of 1 minus zeta square, you take this as 0.02 because we are taking the tolerance band of 2%. Now, if I assume zeta value lowers, because we have 4 different values for this damping factor, equal to 0, equal to 1, greater than 1 and less than 1. So we are doing it for lower values, that is lesser. So if I assume zeta lower, denominator kya hoga? Root of 1 minus, if you take very less values, approximately it is root 1, approximately. Okay, 1 minus of 0.000 something is, if zeta value is very less, uska square and 1 minus of that will become negligible. So denominator term bhi main neglect kar sakti hu. I can take only this numerator part. Why I am taking lower values of zeta? Because I can neglect the denominator. If I take that, consider only this numerator then. So what all we avoided in this complete expression, sign ka to range pata chal gaya, either -1 to +1. Then we have taken only this. Out of this, again denominator also we are neglecting, we are considering only the exponential term. So exponential term, this value is equal to 0.02. Now e raised to a is equal to b. So how can you solve it? You know logarithms and indices. So using that concept, I can take log or ln of b is equal to a. Okay, it is something like this. E raised to a is equal to b. So taking this concept of logarithms, ln of 0.02 is equal to ye jo power hai that. So ln of 0.02, you can use the calculator, you will get it minus 3.91 something, which is equal to this. So both are negative, take the plus, and this TS, that is the settling time, will be equal to 3.91. Approximately they have taken it as 4. So 4 divided by zeta Wn, and 1 by zeta Wn, इसमें जो इस expression में जो है 4 into 1 divided by this denominator. So 1 by zeta Wn, they have taken it as capital T. So settling time is equal to 4 times T. So what is this capital T? We have already discussed this while discussing the first order systems. Try to recall, it was the time constant of the system. Okay, time constant of the system, it is given by 1 by zeta Wn. So ye jo expression hai, this is for the settling time if you consider the tolerance band of 2%. Okay. Similarly, I can go for 5% also. Kya change hoga derivation mein? What I am taking this equation equal to, earlier it was 0.02, now it will become 0.05. Okay. 5% of 100 is what? 5. So kitna changes possible hai, allowed hai? Ya to 95 ya to 105. Utna variations acceptable hai. Okay. So if you take 1 minus of 1 minus 0.95, you will get 0.05. So again, going for the calculations, change kya hoga? Only this number. Earlier it was 0.02, now it is 0.05. You can go for calculation. Ln of 0.05 is minus 2.999. It is approximated as 3. So that is settling time TS is equal to, earlier we had got 4. Now we will get 3. So that is 3 times the time constant of the system. So I have calculated the settling time for both 2% as well as the 5%. Now coming to the steady state error, we have already taken these steady state error equation. It is the steady state error is equal to limit of as a time tends to infinity. जब time आपका proceed होगा कि in the system जो भी error आपको मिलेगा that is called steady state error. Okay, how you get the error signal? जो आप अप्लाई करते हो रेफरेंस इनपुट, जो आपको आउटपुट आता है, उन दोनों के बीच का डिफरेंस जो होगा वो एरर रहेगा. तो इट इज द एरर बिटवीन द एक्चुअल आउटपुट जो आपको चाहिए, ये रेफरेंस एक्चुअल आउटपुट सॉरी इज द सी ऑफ टी एंड डिजायर्ड आउटपुट इज योर रेफरेंस. तो दोनों का अगर आप डिफरेंस निकालोगे, जो भी आपको मिलेगा दैट इज एरर, एंड एरर शुड बी जीरो इन एनी सिस्टम. ओके, so this is your ESS, steady state error, which is equal to limit of, I have substituted R of t as 1 क्योंकि हम यूनिट स्टेप अप्लाई कर रहे हैं, माइनस this is your output C of t. 1 gets cancelled, you will be left with this. So if you go for t tends to 0, sorry infinity, e raised to minus infinity will be 0. So because of this ESS will be 0. Steady state error for second order system, जब आप यूनिट स्टेप इनपुट अप्लाई करते हो, you will get it as 0. and ये 0 always नहीं है, it is only for this. अगर आप इनपुट चेंज कर दोगे, say if I take a ramp signal, ramp मतलब R of t will be equal to t, you know about it. तो उसके लिए इक्वेशन अलग होगा. We have not calculated this. हमने जो second order system का derivation किया है, it is only for unit step. Ramp के लिए we have not done. But if you go for ramp also, partial fractions, you know, earlier unit step जब हमने किया था, this term was yes. So partial fraction apply करके we had got one C of t equation. What was the equation? This was the equation we got. This was the equation we got when we used the partial fractions and applied the inverse Laplace transform. So अगर same procedure follow करेंगे, okay, it is not there for your syllabus, still I'm just giving you the information. If you go for the same analysis, partial fractions करके, inverse apply करके, you will get C of t something like this. Okay, so observe how many terms are there. 1, 2, 3. 3 terms are there in this equation. Okay, and steady state error कैसे calculate करेंगे? It is the limit of error. Error is जो आपको जो चाहिए that reference minus जो आपको आया है output. तो दोनों का difference निकालोगे तो error मिलेगा. So applied is ramp. Output got is this 3 terms, t, this and this. Out of this, if you go for the calculation, so t minus t and substitution of this, ये तो cancel हो गए दोनों. You will be left with these 2 terms. Out of these 2 terms, the steady state error is the second term. This is your steady state error. Okay, it is not there, but still I'm giving you one information. Suppose you take R of t, ramp input, आपका जो output and steady state error है ऐसे होगा. And for different zeta values, settling time के लिए मैंने figure draw किया है. You can see zeta value जितना कम है, you can see 1 से शुरू हुआ है, 0.8, 0.68, 0.43. कर्व आप देख सकते हो, जितना जीटा कम है सेटलिंग टाइम उतना ज्यादा लगेगा आपको सेटल होने के लिए. यू कैन सी 0.68 के लिए थोड़ा कम है, 0.8 के लिए still less. So zeta value in the derivation of settling time we have taken zeta lower values. See, for lower values of zeta ये denominator जो है we have neglected, we have not considered, we have only considered exponential only for settling time calculation. So lower values means variations और ज्यादा होगा. You can see in this graph zeta का value 4 values I have shown you here, 1, 0.8, 0.68 and 0.43. zeta जितना कम है settle होने के लिए उतना time लगेगा. Okay, hope you understood these 5 parameters. We have calculated rise time, we have calculated peak time, then we have calculated settling time and a maximum peak overshoot MP, and finally the steady state error. Regarding the errors, in the second half of this module, that is errors and steady state errors, will be dealing in much details. But now, as for now, this much is enough for you. Now, with this, we completed time domain specifications. Based on these time domain, first order, second order, whatever theory we have covered till now, based on these, we should now go for problem solutions. Okay. So in the next session, we will be dealing with the problems based on this half, first half. Okay.